Welcome to the Icaran sector video number 2. Today we're playing 1500 point match play, Space Marines versus Orks, Vital Intelligence. I'm Andrew.
I'm Christian.
Let's go with the show. So high above the homeworld of the Dawn Wardens, the Orks and the Imperial fleets are doing battle above Gamma 229. This wave of Orks are the first Orks to touch landfall, and we're here to stop them. Today, my librarian, Sir Hannett, is in charge of this force. He has Adept of the Codex Warlord trait, and he has the relic from the Ultramarines. These are Ultramarine successors. Paid the command point for the extra Ultra's relic of the Trenching Cloak, give him a 5-up invul, and on the start of every movement phase, he gets D3 wounds back.
For my warlord, I've chosen the infamous Ghazghkull Thraka. So as he goes about rampaging through the galaxy on his whirlwind tour of murder, he stops by in this sector, however briefly. The infamous Ghazghkull Thraka has +1 to attack for his warlord trait, and in the turn where he charges, is charged, or performs a heroic intervention, his weapon has a -1 to AP.
Excellent. So, the Orks want to murder and pillage and kill the Yumis, and my guides need to protect the homeworld. Alright, let's set up the board.
So, representing the Orks kill crew today is the aforementioned Ghazghkull Thraka, accompanied by Mad Dog Gritsnock, a big mech with a custom force field. We have 3 trucks, and in those trucks there are units of boys. Each unit has a rocket, a knob with a power claw, and somebody in there has a tank mine. There's the battle wagon, which will be poised on a teleporter. We have a knob with a banner, another group of knobs. Their leader will have a power claw. We have a tractor cannon, I know, old style tractor cannon, and we have a group of commandos waiting for their time to jump onto the battlefield.
Deployment for the Dawn Wardens. So we have the librarian, as mentioned before. He's backed up with the lieutenant. Not WYSIWYG, he has the relic, so an extra command point used for that. Stalker Bolt Pattern Rifle Lament. There are 3 units of intercessors at the back, one with Stalker Bolt Rifles, that one has the auxiliary grenade launcher. 2 packs of 3 jumpy dudes with their assault bolters, eliminators, 2 sniper rifles, and the sergeant has the just the normal bolter that allows him to fall back if assaulted. Then I have the Vanguard detachment, led by a lieutenant with the assault bolter, 2 units of 3 flamer aggressors, the honoured brother Lieutenant Malahan in the Redemptor Dreadnought with the heavy flamer and the onslaught Gatling cannon, and then at the back the repulsor, armed with the 2 Gatling cannons, twin las, 2 storm bolters, and then the frag storm at the back there. So I'm going to deliver some flame.
The battlefield is laid out for Vital Intelligence. This gives you a general overview of the battlefield. The Orks will be deploying on this side, and the Dawn Wardens will be on that corner. For this scenario, we will be using city fight rules. Target that is obscured is -1 to be hit. Hard cover will be a +2 to saves. A unit that does not fly, that begins and ends its movement on a road, gets +3. And it being above a target gives your weapons an additional -1 AP. So, Ghazghkull's kill crew is deployed in their vanguard strike position. They have 2 trucks filled with boys. by the ruined Shrine of the Aquila. The tractor gun is over here by this objective number 5. The other truck is here on the road. And the rest is either the commandos, which are off the board, circling the battlefield, or in the battle wagon on the teleporter, ready to enter the fray.
Dawn Warden deployment I've set up in two flanks. I've got this flank here, which is all snipers, stalker bolters. There's the lieutenant with the relic bolter, and then some aggressors just tucked underneath to keep them company. The back castle there's the dreadnought. Just in the ruins there's 5 intercessors just hidden away. 5 intercessors on the top there. The warlord librarian is tucked in just behind the repulsor at the back there. Inside the repulsor, 3 of the aggressors and the lieutenant with the assault bolter. And coming in later, the bolter jumpy dudes, 2 3-man squads. And now we're going to roll to see if the Orks can seize the initiative. On a 6. No, so we go on to 10-1. For the Dawn Warden Space Marines. Alright, very quick but long thought out movement phase of the Dawn Wardens. This packet did not move at all. Those intercessors have advanced up. They're just outside of range for the taking that objective though, but they can get that one next turn. The repulsor hops over a little bit and it's got line of sight into a truck behind there and that truck there, but it's going to be a -1 to hit because it's all through doors. The dreadnought can see the truck at the back there as well through the door, but again that's another -1 to hit at this stage. The librarian in the back did advance up just so he wasn't the closest model if anything drops down here, but they've got a lot of firepower if they do. Alright, let's go do some psychic phase. Psychic phase. He can only do 1 psychic power at this stage. Right, Scryer's Gaze. On a 7, I gain a command point. And I rolled a 6. That's okay, I still got 7 command points fluid at this stage. I'm not going to do any rerolls for that one. Alright, it's going to be a quick shooting phase, 10-1, I think. The dreadnought is out of range from over there, so the only thing that is in range is the repulsor, and maybe some sniper fire can take some stuff down as well. We'll go for the repulsor first, so the onslaught Gatling cannon and the Gatling cannon will fire at once, so that's 18 shots, hitting on 4s at the truck there, because that's the only thing you can see. So 18 shots, hitting on 4s, it does have power of the machine spirit, so it's only losing -1 to hit that truck through the window. No real rolls at this stage. Strength 5, 6. So strength 5, toughness 6, so 5s. 4, AP minus, oh no, sorry, 5, 6, 6. Rainbow. 6, AP -2. In the Devastator Doctrine.
I'll take 1 for this cover here.
Yeah.
So it's -2, right? It's -1?
Yeah.
Okay, so save of 4, it becomes 5. Okay. 5. No. 6. Down to 4.
And then the 2 lads are going at the truck at the back. So that's 4s and 3s, right?
Mm-hmm.
4s. 3s. Oh no! And the lieutenant is in the truck. Oh no!
They should make a rule for that. Honestly, yeah. How can you not be affecting the vehicle that you're in?
All right, I'm going to use a command point for 3. Yes. So AP -4 on your truck at the back there. So it'll be a 6-up save because it'll become AP -3, right?
Yeah. 6-up save. 6. Nope.
3 damage.
Okay, so it's 3 damage. On Ramshackle on a 6, it'll become 1 damage. Nope. So it's 3 damage down to 7.
5 shots from the stalkers into the trucks there. So again, hitting on 4, wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s thanks to the lieutenant. And they're bolters, so they reroll 1 because of my traits. 4 6s. And then 5s. Rerolling the 1. 3 wounds, AP -2. Oh, AP -3, sorry. So through the window, it's AP -2.
So it's minus. So it's a 6. How much damage is each?
2 damage.
Okay. So first we'll save.
Yep.
Okay, 1 save. And then it's gonna
2 ramshackles.
2 ramshackles. So 6s. Okay, no. So it'll go up.
Does it go boom?
Okay, explode on the 6. No. Okay.
And then there's 10 11 boys in there.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll score first blood. So on a 6, there'll be a fatality.
On
On 1?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 1. There'll be 1 fatality.
Alright, so first round of shooting for the Relic Bolter. Relic Bolter is that. Yeah. He's gonna go at the injured truck through the door there. A ballistic skill 3, so he's gonna be hitting on a 4 through the wind. This one through the window of that truck. That misses on a 3. Last thing that can fire in my army then that's in range is these sniper boys here. So the sergeant is not going to fire to give them +1. And I'm going to fire the hyperfrag round, so it's heavy D3, so it's 2D3 for 4 shots. Hitting on 2s now. And then wounding on 3s, strength 5. And then 3s re-rolling 1s. 2 wounds, AP -1, but...
So 2 6s.
No, they were going off the table anyway. And with that, that's the end of Dawn Warden's turn 1. Alright, let's go at the end of the battle round, but for now I've got first blood.
So this was the end of Orks movement, turn 1. One of the trucks maneuvered from the Shrine of the Aquila to get to this objective. The other one advanced all the way up here. And the Orks from the truck that had exploded moved through the wall and are scoring here. And that was everything that moves. So this Ork truck is going to fire its big shooter up into these eliminators, but because of city fighting rules, those guys are taking advantage of their cover. We're only going to hit on a 6. So no joy, no hitting. Now we're going to continue onwards. This unit here is going to fire its big shooter up onto the repulsor, and that's also going to be on a 6 because it did advance. So 6s. Oh, we got 2 6s. And we're going to wound on a 5.
Toughness.
Yeah. And there are no wounds. This squad of Orks, with their pistols, they're going to fire into the Space Marines right across from them. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I'm going to fire 5 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. That is 1 hit so far. And that's 1 hit. And we're going to invoke the Daka Daka rule. So we're going to roll again. And that was, I believe, a 2nd hit. So it's going to be 2 hits.
No, they advanced at being on 6s, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so no hits.
1 hit.
1 hit. Okay. So I'll roll for wound. Okay, wounding on a 4. And we do wound. Okay, here comes the save.
Saving on a 3 because he's out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so they managed to save. So that will conclude the Ork shooting. So for this combat, we're going to be rolling right now. For the line Orks, we're going to be rolling 12 attacks, hitting on 3s, and I'm going to wound on 4s. And because of the the orc culture, a roll of a 6 will trigger another attack. The golf culture.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits.
No extra hits. Oh, that's a shame.
Now we're going to roll for 4s. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 3-ups.
3-ups. Okay, all six.
They stand firm.
Okay. So now the boss of that mob is going to roll 3 attacks. He's on a 4. And hits 1 time. I'm going to spend 1 command point to actually roll 1 attack. So I'll be down by 1. I get 4. I do not get it. And I'll be wounding on a 2. And wound. So
6-up save. No. D3 damage.
D3. And it's going to be 1 damage. So the Space Marines have countered attacking back. It's hitting on 3s, then it'll be on 4s.
So we got 6.
Okay, 6 6-ups. No, nothing. So that squad is wiped out.
So at the end of battle round 1, the Orks lost the combat in the middle there, put me on consolidating onto the objective. So 1, I got the hot objective 2, 3, and First Blood's 4. And the Orks have got 1 objective just down here, and 1 objective with a tractor cannon over there. So it's 4 to 2. So we'll roll to see what the hot objective is. 6. Everything's worth 2. Ooh, as we go on to Space Marines, Dawn Wardens, turn 2, movement phase. Alright, end of the movement phase for the Dawn Wardens. We're now in the tactical doctrine. We've got to move into that one, but now it does activate Signs of Guilliman for me. The repulsor dropped down there. Behind the generator, my guys shuffled in to hold that objective and stay out of line of sight. This castle barely moved. The aggressors did advance forward for a bit more board control. Right at the back there, the librarian and the guys moved around a bit. Dreadnought pulled forward. I had a big choice to make. I wanted to keep things off the table and counter-punch when he dropped in, when the Orcs dropped in, but everything's worth 2 points. So I've dropped in 1 of my squads at the back there, the other one's still in reserve. Nothing's just in back from the repulsor just yet. So I still have some extra stuff. And we'll have to see how we're going to respond to the stuff when it comes in turn 2 for the Orcs. So after the movement phase, we have the psychic phase. So anything I've got is the librarian. On a 7 gets a command point back. Yep, that's a 10, you get a command point back. So that puts me back up to 7. I'm going to start off with the Eliminator Snipers. So let's put some... That tractor cannon's going to probably cause issues a bit later on. So let's put the Executioner rounds, because I can shoot at non-visible targets. And I'm going to, again, put from the Sergeant on, so hitting on 2s. Strength 5, toughness 5. So it's going to be 2s and 4s. So let's have a look. Bolt sniper. It is a bolt sniper. It does have the keyword bolt. They're 2 1s. I can reroll those. Alright, 2 hits, 4s, 1 AP -1 onto the tractor cannon.
Save on a 6. No save.
Alright, so 1 damage. Lieutenant here is going to put his bolt into there. So 3s and then strength 5 to 6. 3s and 5s. And then 5 again, please. No. So the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon is anything in range, and that's going to shoot the truck that's just been taken 2 wounds off. So 12 shots. So it's going to be... it would be 4s, but it'd still be 3s because I'm in the tactical doctrine with Signs of Guilliman. 3s and then 5s because it's strength 5, toughness 6. It's not a bolt weapon. Uh, 2 AP -1.
So 2 5-ups. Nope, 2 damage.
The repulsor is going to put the Onslaught Gatling Cannon and the Gatling Cannon into the further truck that it last cannoned last turn, and it's going to put the last cannons into the front truck. So the last cannons first. 3s and 3s. 1. AP -3.
So no save. No save.
So go right through. D6 to 3. Ramshackle. So 3 more damage off. And then the 7 left on the one at the back there. So these again are going to hit on 3s and then wound on 5. And then 5 to wound. 2 AP -1.
5 ups. Nope.
Nope. So that's down to 5. That's not as much as perhaps I'd have hoped for. There's going to be no charges. There's nothing in range, and I want the Overwatch, I think. Alright, on to Orc. Turn 2. We interrupt the movement phase of the Orcs, because some commandos have just dropped in, so I'm playing Auspex Scan for 2 command points, so they can shoot at -1 on a 5. Alright, it's only cost me 1 command point. That's nice. It's all might be easy with the tray, actually. 18 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s for Bolter Discipline. No 1s. Strength 5. So wounding on 3s, AP -2. 2, 4, 6, AP -2.
Okay, no, it killed the squad.
And that's taken care of that one.
Yeah.
1 command point, I'll take that.
Alright, so the Orcs are assumed firing position after movement. So most notably is that coming from the teleporter, the battle wagon with the Orc All-Stars have arrived. Okay, so back to this position here. So hitting on a 6 because that Marine there is obscured. We're going to have 3 shots hitting on a 6. And it missed. This one here is going to fire actually up above. Yeah. So we're going to also hit on a 6 because they're in cover. And that is a good shot. So now we're going to roll again for the Daka Daka Daka. And it did not hit. So we're going to wound. On a nothing. Okay, that's no wound. So the battle wagon's kill cannon is going to roll d6 shots, and I'm going to target Inceptors. Okay, so how many shots did we get? We got a total of only 2 shots. So we managed to get 1 hit, and then we have to reroll again because we got the 6. And yes, it's that one. So I'm going to wound on a 2.
Strength 10?
We did. Oh, strength 8.
Ah, okay. So yeah,
it
one's anyway.
Yeah. All right. So embarked within the battle wagon is Gazgul, who's going to shoot his big twin shooter at those Inceptors. We're going to hit on a 5, 6 shots. So that's going to be 1, 2 hits, and then re-roll these. 5s again. 2, so 2 hits, and then wounding on a 4 is strength 5. And no wounds. So now the orc charge phase, the battle wagon here is going to use ramming speed, a 2-point stratagem to move 3d6 dice distance into these Space Marines. So we'll film the aftermath. So the battle wagon is going to attack those Space Marines. It has 6 attacks, hitting on a 5 with strength 8. So on a 5, it has 2 attacks, and then we're going to wound on 3s.
Yep.
And it's going to be 2 wounds. So that is the end of Orc turn 2. Ghazghkull himself extends his Power Claw out and smashes those 2 intercessors, or Inceptors, and thus endeth Orc turn 2.
So at the end of the Orc, very good movement and shuffling for the Orcs. They hold 4 out of the 5 objectives, all worth 2 points. So the Orc gets 8 points, bringing them up to 10. Space Marines still hold 1 down there, so they get 2, bringing us 6. So it's 10-6 in favour of the Orcs. But now the Marines get to turn 3. Is good this time. 5. That one there. Right, let's see what we can do about this then. The Inceptors have jumped in there to take out the Trax Cannon, because even if we take it, then nobody scores that double point objective. Aggressors have popped through there, flaming action ready afoot. Aggressors jumped out over there for flaming, moving round. The Repulsor move around to shoot the truck. The Dreadnought move around to shoot the truck. Snipers didn't move. The Stalker Bolters did move round. So we're going Orc hunting, because, yeah, Dawn Wardens lost a few units in the last round. Alright, first of all, the Librarian is going to smite the truck. That's a 4. Command point. Yeah. So 8. So D3 on the truck for 2. On the battle wagon, sorry. And let's do Telepathic Assault on a 7. That's a 10. So roll 2d6 and add 2 to the result. That is a 10, 12. 1 mortal wound for every point above the leadership. So 5. So that's a powerful psychic phase from the Librarian there. Right, on to the shooting phase. The Lieutenant put a shot into the truck, did no wounds to it. These snipers will shoot down into this truck as well. I'm going to fire mortis rounds. And again, the Sergeant's going to give up his shooting for hitting on 2s. So 2s and then 5s. Reroll 1 for a bolt. That's Mondo cocked. That's Mondo cocked. Ah, there we go. Alright, 1. Winning on a 5. No. These bolters are going to shoot into the truck down here. They moved, but we're still in the tactical phase for one last turn before I have to go into the Assault Doctrine. So they can move and fire without penalty. So 3s and 5s. Rerolling 1s. Yeah, 3. 5s rerolling 1s. No. So the normal bolters are going to fire at the truck as well. So they're going to need 3s and then 5s.
So 4 6s. Nothing.
Yep. 1 damage apiece.
Down to 4.
The Dreadnought will... So the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon. Again, 3s and 5s. No rerolls. I could play Wisdom of the Ancients, but never mind. 1 AP minus 1.
So 1 5.
Yep. Nope, 1 damage.
3.
Down to 3. So with the Repulsor, the Fragstorm Grenade Launcher, the Storm Bolters are going into the boys. The Onslaught Gatling Cannons are going into this truck. The Las Cannon and the Crackstorm Grenade Launcher into the truck. 3s and 3s for the Las Cannon. Yep. 2 AP -3.
No saves.
For 12 damage.
Okay, so it'll be destroyed.
Doesn't have ramshackle?
No. Only the trucks.
One guy lost with the truck blew up in the back there. From the repulsor there. 8 shots. 3s and 4s. Rerolling 1s. 4s. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 1s. 1 AP -1 on the Orks there.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so no save.
So let's have some fun. The Flamers. First round of firing, they're going to go into the Orks there. So 2d6 each. Also hitting 3, 12, 15. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because the tent's nearby. That one was a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 AP -1.
So they're all killed. These guys here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
These guys are going to shoot at this truck here. 2 AP -1 on the truck.
So 2 5-ups.
Yep.
Down to 1.
Down to 1. Oh, that's... Jumpy boys into the guy back there. So that's going to be 3s and 4s because it's toughness 5.
Yes.
Rerolling any 1s. Fall to discipline. 4s. Two, 4, 6, 7 AP -2.
Okay, so there's nothing. So how many wounds each?
1 wound.
Okay, so 7 damage, right? Okay,
Yeah.
So this unit's left.
And the last thing left to fire is my flamers that are hidden down here, I think. I'm going to put everything into this truck, so 4d6 each. So this is the number of shots. 47. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15 AP -1s.
Okay, here we go. 15. 15 5-ups. Okay, not nearly enough. 5 wounds, right? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it explodes on a 6. Did not explode. And then there's 10 people on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have 3 fatalities.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Alright. Let's 5 for that one. And a 9 for that one. The power fists, so they're better going against the vehicle.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
the objective. Because you're not going to do anything with these.
Yeah.
You're going to score the
Just-
point and let me deal with them on the next turn.
Exactly.
I'm going after the truck because it's an easier charge and the power fists.
Yeah.
So they need a 5.
3 shooters. 1 hit. We'll do the daka daka daka. It's 1 hit. Wound on 4. No wound.
So strength 8.
Mhm.
So going hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
3 attacks plus 1 for shock assault on 2 of them. And then 4 attacks plus 1 for shock assault on the sergeant. So we're going into the truck. 4s and 3s. I'm going to spend a command point. Nope. Do I get the command point back? Yes. I don't lose a command point. And then 3s. Oh no, just one.
It's enough.
-3,
right?
-3.
Yeah, so it's...
Burns right through. It's got one left.
Yeah, exactly. So he's killed.
Alright.
Okay, so explode out.
This is where you want it to explode.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. That's the end of turn 3 for the Space Marines. All the shooting and charging is done. The Orks are now down to a little pocket down here and a little pocket over there. But the boss man and everything is over there. They can do some serious damage. So let's see what happens for Orks turn 3.
Alright, so for Orks, we have 2 main groups left. We have one here, and across the battlefield we have another group over there against the aggressors. So our objective now is going to try to be scoring as many points as we possibly can. We're outmaneuvered because we don't have that many units, and they can jump onto a lot of these point scoring objectives, so we'll have to try to do as much damage as we can. Alright, so advancing, because Ghazghkull started really right next to them. His personal cadre, his personal retinue advanced through the ruins, and they're poised to strike at some units in the center. And the Orks over at that far corner are not going to do anything, but they are going to shoot. So I'm going to resolve a very brief shooting phase, shooting from here to the aggressors. And the only one that can actually shoot is effectively is Ghazghkull himself. Alright, so after a very quick resolution of shooting, those guys unloaded their pistols and their rockets onto the aggressors to no effect. And there was some wild shooting from Ghazghkull, the Mega Blasta from the Big Mech, and again, to no effect. Mad Dog Grotsnik struck an aggressor, but it was shrugged off. Alright, so this group of knobs is attacking a lieutenant, and it's going to be something to the order of 15 attacks, hitting on a 3, and then we're going to wound also on a 3. So here we go. Wow, okay, so that's seven hits that are going to be wounding on a 3. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 6 wounds. 6 wounds at -1.
He's got 1 wound left.
Each hit does 2 damage.
Oh, okay, he's dead. So paying 2 command points to interrupt with these guys, going into the custom force field dude.
Okay.
I've already rolled my command point reroll this turn, so I can't get anything
1,
back.
2, 3. So four dudes can attack him.
Yeah. So the one that can't attack, is that this one?
Yeah.
He'll go into the Warbanner then.
Sure.
Warbanner 3s and 4s and AP dash.
I'm saving on 4s, and then Grotsnik will give me a 6 up, feel no pain. So I'll take 1 wound, and then a 6 will negate that wound. No, so the Warbanner is taking 1 wound.
Neck knob fella.
Okay.
2 up saves.
2 up saves, here we go. And I've taken 1 wound, and I'll see if I can shrug that off with Grotsnik's help. And I do not. So Ghazghkull is going to be the first one to engage those intercessors. So 7 attacks on a 2, and then rolling to wound on a 2. And saving on a -3. Here we go. So 2s. Okay, so all of them hit. And then 2s again. And that's going to be 5 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Saving on 6s.
Yeah.
4 go through.
Yeah, 4 casualties.
So they're 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And now the Big Mech is going to go. He's going to attack hitting on 4s, then wound on 3s. So he scores 1, 2. 2 hits and wounds on 3s, and he has 1 wound. So the center battle has been very quickly resolved. Now I'm going to move things to consolidate into better positions. So that will be effectively the end of Ork turn.
So at the end of turn 3, the Orks are in pretty rough shape, but they're still ahead on points. They score 1, 2 objectives to the Space Marine, scoring 1 over there. So now it scores 12 to 7. The aggressors are locked up in combat, but they got tagged and they did manage to take out 3 of the knobs by some good damage rolling. So let's go on to turn 4. We need to roll to find out which one is the active objective. Number 4. Pretty quick movement phase. These guys shimmied forward to flame some orcs. The interceptors jumped forward to take that objective. The other aggressors stayed in combat. And the right at the back there, the repulsor advanced onto the active objective. So hopefully that will give me some points to bring me back into contention. Right, on to the psychic phase. Psychic phase, just get a command point back on a 7. So I'm back onto 4 command points. Onto the shooting phase. Let's start over here. They moved and they're not in the phase anymore, so then you get two D6 shots each. It's a shame, right? 8, 10, 17, 2, 4, 6. So 3. Firing down the middle here. First, these guys are going into the boss there. 5 shots. 3s and 5s. They didn't move. Rerolling 1s for the lieutenant. No. 1 AP minus 2 on your boss man, so it's a 4 up interval. 4 up. Okay. He's okay. With this guy, he wants a 3 and then a 4. Yep, so that's 1 wound and a 4 upside. We did 1 wound on him, a mortal wound from the relic there. So the 2 snipers and so we're going to be hitting on 3s this time. And I'm going to do mortis round, so 6s to wound, doing mortal damage. So this is going to be 3s and this toughness 6, 3s and 5s, rerolling 1s. Oh, that's a 6, so that is a mortal wound plus a 4 up. Alright, I can't wound him, I can do mortal wounds to the bad boy. And then the instigator hits on a 3. That's very cocked. And wounds on a 5. No. So the guys at the back there are going to shoot the custom force field down there. 3s and rerolling any 1s. No. Was he toughness 5? Was 4? 4. 4. Alright. 4s. 4 AP minus 1.
For this dude here?
Yeah, the custom force field.
Okay, yeah. So 4 3-ups. Failed 3. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, failed 3, and 3 critical pains. So 3 down to 1.
Assaulting. These guys are going to go in. Anything but snake eyes. Yeah. So that's thing by 11. All right. So these guys, I've got all these bunch of attacks hitting on 4s and 2. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the 3 they killed.
Yep. These guys here can do that. 4s and 2s.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 AP minus 3.
Okay, so it goes right through.
And they're D3 damage a time, so there's 3 damage there.
Yeah, he's killed.
They'll consolidate into... no, they won't. No, they won't consolidate. No consolidation happening here. So that's very quick turn 4 for the Space Marines. So there's just a couple of characters and, 3 characters left for the Orks. On to their turn 4.
All right, so there are only 3 models left to the Orks. So the Orks are going to face down these aggressors, and the Mad Dog Rotsnick is going to try to do some battlefield surgery onto Ghazghkull. So on a roll of 2 up, Ghazghkull will recover 1d3 wounds. So it is a 5. So Ghazghkull is going to recover 2 wounds. So he'll be healed back to his regular 8. So Ghazghkull is going to have his 6 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to hit on a 5. And again, Daka on a 6. So that's going to be 1, 2. So we'll have the 6th trigger. 2. It's going to be 2. And it's going to be wounding on a 4. And we have 2 wounds, regular saves.
2 3-ups. Yep.
Okay, so it goes ping, ping, ping. And now Doc Rotsnick's pistol is going to hit with a 1, though. All right, we're going to roll for charges shortly. So the aggressors launch their Overwatch fire, and Ghazghkull is hit 10 times, so I have to get 10 3-ups. And Ghazi fails 2, but we have Mad Dog Rotsnick, and we're going to roll a 6, which we do. So he's going to take 1 wound. All right, so Ghazghkull is going to make his 7 attacks, again with the wall banner and his characteristic. And it's going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. Here we go. So this one is 7 hits. And I'm going to wound on 2s. And it's going to be 7 wounds. So 7 6-up saves.
Well, so 6 go through.
Yeah, so it's 3 damage each.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so
You got rid of those aggressors.
Okay.
So at the end of turn 4, the Orcs hold the centre and they got rid of the aggressors. And so they get 1 point to put them on to 13. And then the Marines got the 4 objectives, including the double one. So they get 4 points. It's 13 points to 12. As we go into the last round, turn 5. Another fairly quick movement phase for the Dawn Wardens. The Redemptor finally moved off his mark to move up there. He's now going to be hitting on 4s, but he does have a clean line of sight to there. The Repulsor moved back, and everything else stayed still. Onto the Psychic phase. Command point back on a 7. Yeah, command point back. So that puts me back up to 5 command points. Yeah, I've not been short of command points this game.
That's great.
Yeah, and then re-rolling them for 5, yeah. Right, let's get the shooting done. The snipers are going to go into the War Banner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use their loot thing, and I'm going to go for the Mortis rounds again. So 2s, re-rolling 1 for the bolt weapon, yep. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3s, 3 and 1 6, so that's a mortal wound.
Yep.
Plus 2 saves at -2.
So 2 saves at 6. Okay, we'll fail.
D3, 4, 5.
Can he do it? Can do it. 6s. Alas.
Yeah.
He falls.
Lament is going into Ghazghkull, hitting on a 3, wounding on a 5. Nope. The 5 Stalker Bolters going into him. Rerolling 1s, all hit. 5 to wound. 3 wounds, AP -1.
So 3 ups? 5 wounds, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
No, 3, sorry, 3.
So 3 ups. He'll take 2.
Mad Duck.
2 wounds?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6s. Nope. Okay, so down to 6.
Bolters in the back corner. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to go into the dock. 3s and 4s. Re-rolling 1s.
What was a 5?
3s, reroll 1s, and 5s. 2 AP -1s.
So 2 5-ups. And he actually does have a regular feel no pain called Cyborg Body on a 5. So he's going to take a wound. He is down to 3 wounds.
The Redemptor will fire his 12 shots into the dock. So that's going to be 4s and 4s. I'm going to pay a command point for Wisdom of the Ancients so you can reroll 1s.
Okay.
And I don't get that back. So 4s rerolling 1s.
Oh, nice.
That was a good call.
That was a good decision.
And then 4s again. 5 AP -1s.
5 5s and then feel no pains again. 5s, that's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 5s. Oh, okay.
So he takes 1 wound.
Okay.
Good saving by the dock. Which means I have just 1 thing left to shoot. 2 bolters and the fragstone grenade into the dock. Everything else into the warlord. 8 shots. 3s and 5s. Rerolling 1s for a bolt. 3 AP dash.
3 4-ups for Mad Doc.
Yep.
3 4-ups. Okay, take 1 and then
Feel no pain.
feel no pain. 5. No, he's done.
So all that's left is the last cannons, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, 4-up invul,
Ooh.
D6,
Whoa.
1. Have I spent a command point yet this turn?
Okay, go ahead. Oh,
5.
Down to 1. Okay, down to 1.
3s and then 5s for the Gatling cannons. And 5s. Not a 1.
Oh, Gazzy. Gazzy, you're a beast.
And with that, that ends the Space Marine Dawn Wardens turn 5. The Repulsor doesn't really have much of a job to charge. So yeah, I'm not going to make any charges. And the Orks get their last hurrah with 1 wound left on gas.
With his orc boys dead around him and the sounds of his enemies closing all around, Mad Doc Grotznik having been evacuated off the battlefield. Gazgul's ire is raised and he decides to make a move to and charge this Space Marine vehicle. So we're going to do some Overwatch shooting now. So Gazgul Thraka, great prophet of the Wa, feeling the teleportation energies sizzling about him, decides maliciously 1 last great attack onto this vehicle. So it's going to be 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, and then I'm going to be wounding on 3s. 6. All right, here we go. 2s. All right, so they all did hit, and now we're going to wound on a 3. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. That's going to be 1 more. All right, it's going to be 5 hits. So that is the end of Orc turn 5. And this thing is heavily damaged down to 4.
Okay, so that ends the turn 5 for Orcs. So the points tally just before we get into, if we move on, 1 point and 2 for that one. So 3 points to 0. That puts me on to 15 to 13 in favour of the Space Marines. I'm going to roll on a 1 or a 2. The game ends. And that's the game ending. And then as the game ends, I've got 1 more for Line Breaker. So that's 16 points to 13 in favour of the Space Marines. My goodness, that was a game.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm quite impressed. They hold up well, even though we had to move on with the new Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
still powerful, especially for an Ultra successor.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, even the amount of objectives you scored that turn to send you far into the lead, I really had to think about.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, wait a second. What's happening here?
So Chance! I needed to jump around and think, especially...
The battle wagon, when that went up, I was like, oh, because there goes my mobility. You know, I was going to go around. Just stay inside the vehicle, go up to the next people, bam, bam, bam. Go to the next one, move 14 inches, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, that would have been...
that would have been vicious. I mean, it's like...
But they had a lot of stuff that didn't move.
But it's good shooting though. You had good lanes of fire.
Yeah.
So there's no necessity for you to have moved, and it was good that you had people, you know, jumping in. So it was very, you had the counter to everything. The reason why I had these guys here was because I was concerned that there might be some kind of shenanigans when the truck, the battle wagon came in. I was like, I'll lose those guys, whatever. It's okay. I wanted to spend I wanted to spend that firing on Overwatch card. Do that, then everything else can move in.
Yeah, okay. Well, that wraps up the second battle report for the Icaran sector.
Yeah.
The Space Marines successfully defend their homeworld for now. Hopefully the space battle's going in the same. But at this stage, it's arigato from Japan. And we'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.